What's up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today's lesson is about living and non-living things. So first of all, you should know that living things, they can grow, they can reproduce, they can move, and they can breathe. While non-living things, they cannot grow, they cannot reproduce, they cannot move, and they certainly cannot breathe. Now, which do you think is a living thing? After we discuss the properties of the living and non-living things. So which ones do you think is a living thing? The picture on the right or the picture on the left? Picture on the right, which has a cap, an umbrella, and a car, and the picture on the left, which has a tree or a plant, humans, and an animal. So which one do you think is a living thing? So something that can grow, reproduce, move, and breathe. You can pause the video if you need extra time to think. Okay, you're right. It's the picture on the left. Now, give me some examples of living things. Examples of living things. Pause the video and list lots of stuff. Pause the video if you need extra time. Okay, so first example, humans. Second example, animals and plants. Well done. Next, give me examples of non-living things. Non-living things. Pause the video if you need extra time to think about this one. Okay, now toys are non-living things. Tools are also non-living things, and needs are also non-living things. Now, how can we classify these animals? So, scientists said that it would be easier to classify animals by the classification system, which contains 4 levels, which are kingdom, class, order, family, genus, and species. Now, Carl Linnaeus. Who is Carl Linnaeus? So he basically created 2 scientific systems: the system for classifying plants and animals, and the system for naming all living things. Now, this is his book, Systema Naturae, or in English, System of Nature. Now, the binomial system. The binomial system helps us group similar living things based on their characteristics. Bi means 2, nomial means name, and nomenclature means system of naming. For example, Homo sapiens. Now here we have an example. Here's the common name, which we call it pebble crab, but scientifically we call it Xanthias lamarcki. And the scientific name is made up of the first name, which is by the animal's genus, and the second name, which is by the animal's species. Now, classifying living things. Right now, we're going to talk about microorganisms. So, microorganisms, they're basically microscopic living things. Most microorganisms are harmful, but some help to keep us healthy, but some can make us sick, and these are called germs. Now, classification of microorganisms. Microorganisms are classified into 5 parts: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, virus, and algae. So the types of bacteria are spheres, rods, and spirals. Bacteria can be harmful and beneficial. Let's find out more. Harmful bacteria. Bacteria that are harmful are called germs. And germs can be passed on from one person to another. Now, beneficial bacteria. Most bacteria are beneficial or helpful to humans. Bacteria are decomposers that cause decay. Now, what are decomposers? Take a minute to answer this question. You can pause the video if you want extra time. Okay, so decomposers are organisms that break down dead organisms and return the nutrients to the soil. Now the types of fungi. So the first type of fungi is cap fungi. The cap fungi are multicellular and their cells are grouped in long filaments. Some capped fungi, such as mushrooms, are edible, which means you can eat them. Now, molds. Molds are multicellular and their cells form clusters and have a fluffy appearance, similar to cottonwood. We get antibiotics from some molds, such as penicillin. And finally, yeasts. Yeasts are unicellular. This type of microscopic fungi is used in the food industry to make bread, cheese, and wine. Now, fungus can be harmful and beneficial. Harmful fungi. Fungi damage wood, crops, and other resources and can cause serious illness in humans. When food or other products are contaminated or contained by fungi, the products are typically destroyed, so you cannot eat it. Now, beneficial fungi. We can use fungi for bread baking as a food source, cheese production as a decomposer, and in medicine such as penicillin. Now, types of virus. Helical, polyhedral, spherical, and complex. Now, virus can also be harmful and beneficial. So, harmful viruses. Viruses are a type of germ. They're very tiny, and when they get inside your body, they can make you sick. Viruses can cause many diseases. Unfortunately, antibiotics don't work on viruses like they do on bacteria. Beneficial viruses. In our body, we have a very common virus called bacteriophages. Bacteriophages are viruses that infect or kill bacteria, but are totally harmless to humans. Now let's answer some questions by numbers. Now, which one is a characteristic of a living thing? A. Living things need food to live. B. Living things do not grow. C. Living things cannot move from place to place. Or D. None of the above. I'll give you some time to think. You can also pause the video if you need extra time. Okay, now the correct answer is A. Living things need food to live. Well done. Question 2. Which of the following is true? A. A stone can walk on its own. B. Plants are non-living things. C. All living things grow on their own. Or D. Plants move from place to place. Excellent. It's C. All living things grow on their own. Now, which microbe is used for production of cheese? Production of cheese. A. Algae. B. Fungi. C. Virus, or D. Bacteria? Pause the video if you need extra time. Okay, and the correct answer is B. Fungi. Now, penicillin is made from dash and was discovered by dash. Penicillin is made from A. Mold and was discovered by Alexander Fleming, or B. Penicillin is made from virus and was discovered by Carl Linnaeus. C. Penicillin is made from bacteria and was discovered by Charles Darwin, or D. None of the above. This one's a bit tricky, so I'm gonna give you a bit more time to think. You can also pause the video. Okay, and the correct answer is A. Penicillin is made from mold and was discovered by Alexander Fleming. Well done. Now, which of the following is a living thing? A. A door, B. A window, C. A school building, or D. A dog? Excellent, well done. The correct answer is B. A dog. Which of the following is an example of a non-living thing? A. Student, B. Teacher, C. Desk, or D. Elephant? This one's also pretty easy. Excellent, it's C. A desk. Now, what is reproducing? A. To eat, B. To read, C. To make offspring similar to the parents, or D. To do homework? Excellent, well done. It's C. To make offspring similar to parents. Well done. Now, all living things perform this action. A. Eat, B. Grow, C. Breathe, or D. All of the above? This answer is pretty obvious. Excellent, well done. It's D. All of the above. Now, most microorganisms cannot be seen without A. Microscope, B. Magnifiers, C. Telescope, or D. Glasses? You can pause the video if you need extra time to think. Okay, and the correct answer is A. Most microorganisms cannot be seen without a microscope. Well done. Now, are microorganisms helpful or harmful? A. Helpful, B. Harmful, C. Both, or D. Neither? This one's pretty easy. Excellent, well done. It's C. Both. Microorganisms can be helpful and harmful. Now, which of the following statements are true? A. All microorganisms are bad. B. All microorganisms are good. C. Microorganisms are too small to do anything to anyone. Or D. Some microorganisms are harmful while some can be helpful. We just answered this question. So, which one do you think? A, B, C, or D? Excellent, well done. It's D. Some microorganisms are harmful while some can be helpful. Now, what are microorganisms? Are they A. Tiny animals, B. Tiny non-living organisms, C. Tiny organisms that make up all living things, or D. All of the above? What are microorganisms? A, B, C, or D? Pause the video if you need extra time to think. Okay, and the correct answer is C. Microorganisms are tiny organisms that make up all living things. Well done. How many types of bacteria are there? How many types of bacteria are there? Take some time to think. You can pause the video if you need extra time. Is it A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 5? A, B, C, or D? Okay, and the correct answer is B. There are 3 types of bacteria. Well done. Now, how many types of fungus are there? Are there 3, 2, 4, or 5 types of fungus? Okay, so the correct answer is A. There are 3 types of fungus. Well done. Last question. How many types of viruses are there? Are there 2, 3, 4, or 5? A, B, C, or D? Okay, and the correct answer is 4. There are 4 types of viruses. Now, I want you guys to comment down below if you got all the questions correct. If you got a few wrong, it's alright. You can always practice. And thanks for watching.